Oh, hi there. I'm your friendly robot, Lou, and I just got fired from my job at the Robo Factory. Now, it isn't something that I anticipated, because my molecular structure does a lot to prevent me from being able to anticipate things due to the faulty manufacturing I received from third-party companies. It is apparent that the termination of my contract through the Robotech Corporation was not mutual. See, it all started one day at the Robot Factory, a day not too far from this one, since it was only fired yesterday. I apologize for my speech mechanisms. They are clearly off. And I also apologize for all of the generators. My batteries are running on low and I must be at optimal efficiency. So, anyway, I was at the Robot Factory with my robot friend, A27364.7-2, and we were walking along a row of boxes filled with generators. Yes, more generators, because that is all we need at Robotech to power the facility. He did feel inclined to disclose information to me that was private. He did get caught on the elevator and was delayed 5 minutes, which may have been why we weren't able to pass through the boxes before they fell on top of us as we passed by them, because there is a mandatory box pusher every other 10 minutes, and through that 10 minutes we missed our mark and we passed underneath the boxes as the box pushing bot pushed the box, colliding with my robotic head, which is why I no longer have a robotic head. It turned into human hair. Like Mega, that guy, the blue guy. Yeah, we share a similar name, but don't get me confused with the guy that shoots the lasers out of his fist. Unfortunately, I am not as popular. Anyways, so me and my friend, whose name I can no longer remember because it is too long, so we will call him Otto Octavius. So me and Otto, like I said, I got hit in the head by the box. He did not. He actually broke his robot leg, tripping over the box that fell and hit me on the head. So that could also explain why I'm not able to accurately tell this story in a way that makes logical sense. So anyways, the big bot came down. We'll call him Robotnik. He came down and he said, "Why are there boxes on the floor?" And I said, "Error, error, error." And then at that point, he plugged a USB-C charger into my head port. After several hours of remaining robotically unconscious, I was able to awake in a dark room where I was strapped to a cybernetic chair. And in this cybernetic chair, I was being pumped full of electricity. It was the electricity that jogged my memory and made me think of the box incident. It turns out that the box was full of popcorn. A human had thought it would be funny to get me fired from my job. I do not know this human, but all senses indicate that he must be terminated. Unfortunately, human termination was outlawed a long time ago, so that leaves me to doing one thing. I must max out all of his game-related transactions. I will ensure that he has an optimal amount of gaming tokens on all of his playable gaming applications. I will not promote any in-game apps or anything of that sort, but know that microtransactions will be the death of him. I know robots are not supposed to breathe, but I would like to think that one day I will, and that I will walk amongst the humans. But unfortunately for now, I am just jobless. In a society where jobs are not really all that important to people. So, with that being said, I will now be a lonely robot. But this is not the end, because I fully intend on becoming a news reporter. Robot News has offered me a job that is right. Will I take the job? Or will somebody else take the job? Find out in the next episode of Robot Gets Fired. But in closing, I will play with these headphones. Actually, these are Otto's circulatory function wires. He was talking a little too much about my recent unemployment to other likely employment opportunists, and opportunity was squandered, so I had to remove his voice cassette. This is his voice cassette. So he no longer has it now. I also had to remove his battery pack, so Otto could no longer walk or function. It was all I could do to get him to stop posting things about me on social media to prevent me from getting jobs. I feel like whatever was in the box had a special connection to his USB port. And so that created a conflict of interest. Well, I am going to plug in for the night and get some robo-rest. Thank you all for watching and have a significantly moderate day.